right, listen, folks, you are not even going to believe this because I'm having a hard time comprehending it myself. But there's a video out that's been making its rounds on social media, and we've got the video, and we've got some other videos that kind of show a little bit more to the story. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So apparently WAPO, and I missed this until recently here. WAPO did publish an article regarding the video. This was of well, let me pull this back here. So Voters of Tomorrow, they refer to themselves as a Gen Z led movement that engages, educates, and represents youth in politics. Had decided that they were going to come to Washington to do a little bit of expressing and exercising their First Amendment rights. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was having none of that shit. Video appears to show MTG kicking a Gen Z activist. I shit you not. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene appeared to kick an unarmed demonstrator during a confrontation outside the Capitol on Thursday afternoon. A video is posted to Twitter by Greene and the Gen Z activist group Voters of Tomorrow show Greene leaving a news conference while being questioned by activists about gun violence. As Greene approaches a crosswalk, she appears to kick one of the activists who is walking in front of her. Excuse me, Greene says, while at first appearing to step on demonstrator Mariana Pecora's foot. Excuse me, Greene says again, this time after appearing to intentionally draw back her foot and aim for Pecora's leg. Oh my God. Pecora, 18, is seen in the videos. You can't block members of Congress, Greene's communications director Nick Dyer told Pecora, even though Greene was engaging her in conversation. In a statement to WAPO, Washington Post, for you normies, Dyer voiced objection to the description of the video and described a version of events unsubstantiated by video evidence. The confrontation began around 5 p.m. Eastern when the House's Conservative Freedom Caucus, of which Greene is a member, held a news conference to discuss a government funding bill debated in the Senate. As the legislators left the event, Santiago Mayer, the 20-year-old founder of Voters of Tomorrow, approached Greene and Representative Lauren Boebert, because those two are just connected at the brains. I think they share about a quarter of one. Another member of the caucus asking to take a photo and claiming to be a big fan. WAPO reporter at the event observed both members quickly recognized Mayer as an activist. Boebert pushed Mayer's they misspelled it, the name there. Either Mayer or Mayor, whatever. Get it together, WAPO. Pushed away Mayer's smartphone and quickly exited. Greene instead jousted with the group of activists and accused Mayer of abusing children. Jesus Christ. Mayer told the Washington Post that accusation came after he leaked after he asked her whether she had planned to protect children from school shootings. You're helping kids get shot in school, he said to Greene. The lawmaker, who has been critical of gun control regulations to prohibit firearms in certain public spaces, responded by saying he should just move to another country. I wonder which one she had in mind. I asked her if her official stance as a member of Congress was that I should just move to another country if I didn't want kids to get shot. He said Greene refused to answer that query. That's when Pecora stepped in, and the video appears to show the incident taking a physical turn. The Congresswoman Mayer said she also called the group of activists cowards. Mayer, who's a Mexican immigrant, said he does not know if his slight accent tipped off Greene, leading to her suggestion that they move to another country. Just gotta guess. I got guesses. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. After the incident, however, Greene targeted Mayer and his nationality on Twitter, calling him a paid political activist who just so happens to be blessed to have immigrated to our great country. No need to guess. He should respect and be grateful for America. He should respect and be grateful for America. I can't even do the Marjorie Taylor Greene voice. Is so atrocious. For American freedoms, like our 2A Second Amendment, and instead of just trying to destroy them, she said. If he doesn't like it, he can go back where it came from. You know how this goes. Mayer is a grassroots organizer who founded Voters of Tomorrow at age 17 to encourage his American peers to vote and be more civically engaged. Sounds like, you know, after seeing a lot of people his age getting gunned down in spite of dumb shits like Marjorie Taylor Greene, just allowing for this to happen because their entire job to do things about things when they happen. So legislator got power. He said Pecora and other members of the Gen Z run group were at the Capitol on Thursday to talk to members of Congress about what Gen Z's priorities are. They just left a meeting with the House Rules Committee when they ran to the Freedom Caucus. Pecora, a freshman in college, told the Post that the altercation with Greene was unlike any other interaction she's had with sitting lawmakers. Imagine that. Who she spent the week meeting with to discuss Gen Z's priorities. Those lawmakers, she said, took her group of young activists seriously and treated them with respect. Then they come across the Jewish space laser lady who treats them like trash. Imagine it. It's honestly like really disheartening to think that a bunch of kids can hold themselves with better composure than a sitting member of Congress. Pecora said, we've been sitting in meetings all week with both Democrats and Republicans. Nobody's been anything but respectful. Everybody's just been so incredibly attentive and taken us seriously and had like productive conversations, except for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Mayer said he and Pecora have not yet discussed whether they will press charges against Greene. Pecora, he said, was physically okay after being kicked, if slightly shaken. It's kind of just been chaos, Mayer said. She's just kind of shocked that a member of Congress would try to kick her. Greene had a history of heated confrontations around the Capitol in 2019. Before she was elected to Congress, she harassed David Hogg, then teenage gun control activist and survivor of Parkland, Florida school shooting, while he walked the grounds to meet with legislators. Greene followed Hogg for several blocks while repeating falsehoods about the events at his high school, where 17 people were killed in the attack. As Hogg crossed the street, Greene turns toward another person filming the encounter and called Hogg a coward. So there's that. In 2021, Greene accosted Democratic Representative AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, in a Capitol hallway and accused her of supporting terrorists. Two Post journals witnessed the interaction, which led to Ocasio-Cortez to call on congressional leadership to review its security posture to protect elected officials. MTG said, you don't care about the American people. Why do you support terrorists and Antifa? Antifa. I think she refers to be called Aunt Tifa, but the pies are great. Ocasio-Cortez did not stop to answer Greene, only turning around once and throwing her hands in the air in an exasperated motion. House Democrats have chastised Greene for her behavior and voted in 2021 to strip her of committee assignments. Greene previously said black people are held slaves to the Democratic Party and claimed that Representative Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, the first two Muslim women elected to Congress, represented an Islamic invasion into our government offices. She's also repeatedly compared liberal lawmakers to Nazis and continued to even do so after warning from Republican leaders to cease. And that's just some of her bullshit when it comes to Ilhan Omar. But if you haven't seen the video already, I would be very shocked and surprised. But we do have the video here. Now, the first video I'm going to show you is the one that I originally seen. It's simply a smaller clip, but yeah, when I first saw it, I thought, I exclaimed, did she just what do they call it, where you come up behind somebody and you a flat tire? I'm like, did she just flat tire the person in front of her there? What's going on? You'll well, if you're surprised, I would be surprised, but let's take a look here.
The Second Amendment. You're the one that believes that you need insurrection. That's out of line. You're blocking a member of Congress. Excuse me, ma'am. You're blocking members of Congress. You can't block members of Congress. You literally cannot do that. You need insurrection. That's out of line. You're blocking a member of Congress.
Right.
You're blocking a member.
So is that a flat tire? Is that what that is?
You're blocking a member of Congress.
Maybe the first one was a flat tire. I don't know. It looks like a flat tire to me.
You're getting
No, I'm not.
kids
I'm
shot in
protecting
school.
children.
You're helping
No,
kids get
no,
shot in school.
no, I'm not.
I don't give a fuck.
She's protecting children, y'all.
No,
You're helping.
you're a coward. Is what you
How am I a
are. You know what?
You're the one running away. You're the one running away.
Gun rights protect. That's not for people from.
Oh yeah, what does gun rights do for all the kids who keep getting shots in school? How am I a coward? Represent free. Am I scared of guns?
Legal gun owners that protect their kids in school. Shame on you.
How? Shame on me.
Yeah, go move to another country where they take away your guns. That's
I want to
There
live
it
in a
is.
country where kids don't get shot. I want to live in a country where kids don't get shot. I don't think you like that.
You know what?
So you like? So do you like living in a country where kids keep getting shot in school and dying?
We need access to the sidewalk. Yeah.
Are you the purist guy? You were not voting. Yeah, you're the guy that said that the insurrection was just a group of purists, right?
No, yes, you want to know how I'm voting?
Yeah, that was you. That was you. I recognize your face. So just to be clear, Second Amendment defends gun violence. Oh, Buggy. The Second Amendment. How does the Second Amendment protect gun violence? You're the one that believes that
You need insurrection. That's out of
insurance.
You're blocking a member of Congress.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You're blocking a member of Congress. You need to stay away. You can't block members of Congress. You literally cannot do that.
I was in Boulder during the Colorado shooting at the supermarket, where 10 people were murdered down the street.
You know what? I want people to protect themselves with their guns, okay?
Why
You know
did you
what?
say to the
You know
children
what?
that keep getting shot?
Murder is illegal. Murder is illegal.
Shouldn't-
No, you know what?
Shouldn't Americans have the right to go to the grocery store without having fear to be murdered?
Americans have the right to protect themselves. Gun-free zones is where people die. Gun-free zones.
People died in the grocery
people
store.
die.
I'm like,
Yeah,
With a gun-free- yeah.
zones. Gun-free zones. Look
Was
at
the Texas grocery store gun freedom? It was not an innocent open carry
Like
state.
I said, you guys should move to some country where you can't have guns.
Okay, so you're telling me to move out of the country. That is your official position as a member of Congress.
Buffet of government.
Okay, so
I just want to believe. But right here in America, we're going to defend
Your
our
official
Second Amendment
position
rights.
as a member of Congress is that I should move out of the country.
No, you have a free choice. Go somewhere else. We have the Second Amendment here.
So your
We love it. You know what? We will always protect our Second
I should move
Amendment.
out because I don't want kids getting shot in school.
I'm going to protect our Second Amendment. It's great.
Again, I'm not.
You want to know why? Because I'll always defend myself. I'll defend my children. I'll defend my home, especially from people like you.
So you can kind of just see her troll off into, you know, obvious psychosis. Where do you even begin on that? You know, it's 2022, and she's notorious for this shit. If you don't like it, you can just get out. As the go-to. It's shocking until you consider that she has a track record of this kind of garbage. Just the simple fact that her constituents are going to continue to keep her in office. She will probably retire as a member of the legislature. I can only hope that in the next cycle she loses her seat, but I'm not counting on that anytime real soon. I mean, what are you gonna do? That she's been stripped of her committees. She basically has more free time than me, and slightly less brains, than the Queen's Royal Yorkies. So, look, folks, I got nothing for you that I haven't already said about 1,000 times about Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got nothing that I could say that I haven't said a bajillion times about privileged white bigots. And especially, I mean, for fuck's sake, she's a congresswoman. She's involved in legislation that affects every American. She has a voice to represent the people in this country. You know, she's not the random lady screaming at neighborhood cats, down the alley. But look, let me know in the comments what you think of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let me know what you think about this incident. I mean, did you see that as a flat tire? Did you see that as her getting kicked? I mean, I guess either way, it's getting kicked. It takes a foot to, you know. But let me know what you think, and we're gonna take a short break. Jump right back into it. We got a lot of shit to talk about today.